Get ready to uncover 3 of the rarest U.S. coins that could be hiding in your pocket change. From the ultra-rare Washington Quarter to the $1 million Susan B. Anthony dollar and the Bicentennial Quarter worth a fortune, these coins have shocked collectors by selling for hundreds of thousands to millions. The 1979 Susan B. Anthony dollar, a quick overview. Minted at the San Francisco Mint in 1979, the Susan B. Anthony dollar was the first U.S. coin to feature a woman, Susan B. Anthony, a pivotal figure in the women's suffrage movement. Designed by Frank Gasparo, the coin's obverse showcases Anthony's portrait, while the reverse depicts an eagle landing on the moon, echoing the Apollo 11 mission insignia. With a mintage of approximately 109.5 million, these coins were produced as business strikes and intended for circulation. 1979 Susan B. Anthony dollar coin value, Susan B. Anthony dollar U.S. Mint, 1979 Susan B. Anthony dollar coin value prices, photos and info. Gemstone: the rarity factor. While millions were minted, the true value lies in the coin's condition and specific characteristics. Coins in circulated condition are generally worth their face value, but those in uncirculated grades, particularly MS-65 and above, can command significant premiums. The highest auction price for a 1979 SBA dollar reached $15,000 for a coin graded MS-68, highlighting the immense value of well-preserved specimens. 1979 Susan B. Anthony dollar coin value. Puzzle piece varieties and errors that boost value. Not all 1979 SBA dollars are created equal. Certain varieties and errors can make a coin exceptionally rare and valuable. 1979 Susan B. Anthony dollar coin value, the strange story of the Susan B. Anthony dollar, and values. Type 1 versus Type 2 proofs. Early 1979 proofs exhibit a filled mint mark, Type 1, while later ones have a clear mint mark, Type 2. The Type 2 is scarcer and more sought after by collectors. 1979 Type 1 and 2, filled and clear, Susan B. Anthony dollar set choice proof collectible condition dollar San Francisco Mint by Littleton Coin. Double denomination errors. These occur when a coin is struck over another coin. For example, a 1979 SBA dollar overstruck on a 1978 Jefferson nickel sold for $15,275 in 2014. 1979 Susan B. Anthony dollar coin value. Off-metal errors. Coins struck on wrong planchets, such as a dime planchet, can be worth thousands. An MS-65 example sold for $10,062.50 in 2004. 1979 Susan B. Anthony dollar coin value. Clipped planchet errors. Coins with missing sections due to planchet defects are rare and valuable. A 1979 MS-64 with a 23% clip sold for $1,560 in 2021. 1979 Susan B. Anthony dollar coin value. Magnifying glass tilted left. Money bag real-life examples of high-value 1979 SBA dollars. MS-68 graded coin. A 1979 SBA dollar graded MS-68 sold for $15,000 in 2021, underscoring the premium placed on high-quality specimens. 1979 Susan B. Anthony dollar coin value. Type 2 proof. A 1979 Type 2 proof coin can fetch up to $45, depending on its condition. The strange story of the Susan B. Anthony dollar, and values. Error coins. Coins with double denomination or off-metal errors have sold for over $10,000, highlighting the lucrative potential of such finds. 1979 Susan B. Anthony dollar coin value. Compass final thoughts. The 1979 Susan B. Anthony dollar is more than just a coin, it's a piece of history with the potential to yield substantial financial rewards. By understanding the different varieties, recognizing error coins, and ensuring proper grading, you can uncover a hidden treasure in your collection. So, the next time you come across a 1979 SBA dollar, take a moment to examine it closely. You might just be holding on to a valuable piece of American numismatic history. Main content, history and key facts. The 1966 Washington Quarter is part of a unique chapter in U.S. coin history. During the mid-1960s, the United States Mint made a critical decision to change the metal composition of its coins due to a nationwide silver shortage. As a result, from 1965 onward, quarters were no longer made of 90% silver. Instead, the mint switched to a copper-nickel-clad composition. The 1966 quarter is from this transitional period, and while most of them are common and worth face value, certain rare variations and errors have turned this coin into a collector's dream. Here's where it gets exciting. There are a few ultra-rare versions of the 1966 Washington Quarter that collectors are willing to pay a small fortune for. The full strike/full drumline varieties, these quarters show crisp, full details in the drumlines of the eagle on the reverse, which are often weakly struck. High-grade versions with full strikes can fetch $3,000 to $10,000 depending on the condition and grading. High-grade mint state, MS 67 or better, while circulated 1966 quarters aren't rare, those that are in pristine, uncirculated condition are incredibly valuable. A top-graded MS 67 Plus example sold for a mind-blowing $21,000 at auction. Off-center strikes and double dies, rare mint errors like off-center strikes, double dies, or clipped planchets can raise the value dramatically. Depending on the severity and visibility of the error, these coins can go from $500 to over $15,000. SMS CAM/Deep CAM coins. In 1966, no official proof sets were issued, but the Mint released special mint sets, SMS. Some of these have deeply mirrored, cameo-like finishes. A 1966 SMS quarter with a perfect deep cameo finish can sell for $5,000 or more. Closing, bring the energy back up. Now, imagine flipping through your coin jar and spotting a 1966 quarter. At first, it seems ordinary, but then you notice a strange shine, a flawless strike, or maybe a mint error you've never seen before. Next thing you know, you're holding a piece of history, a coin worth thousands, maybe hundreds of thousands of dollars. Don't underestimate the power of pocket change. So go check your drawers, your coin collections, and even that old piggy bank. Because the next rare gem might be sitting there, waiting for you to discover it. And if you find one, you'll never look at quarters the same way again. Part 1, The Story Behind the Coin 030 to 230. The 1976 Bicentennial Quarter wasn't just any quarter. It was a celebration, a tribute to 200 years of American independence. Rather than the typical eagle reverse, this coin featured a special drummer boy design, created by Jack L. AHR, selected as part of a national design competition. The U.S. Mint produced these quarters from 1975 to 1976, and all of them are dual-dated 1776 to 1976 to honor the U.S. Bicentennial. No quarters with the 1975 date exist, they were all struck with this commemorative design during the 2-year period. The D Mint mark refers to the Denver Mint, which produced over 860 million of these quarters. With such a huge mintage, you might wonder, why would any be rare? Well, here's where things get interesting. Part 2, What makes some 1976 D quarters worth thousands? 2:30 to 5 o'clock. While most bicentennial quarters are only worth face value, certain rare errors, varieties, and special strikes can turn this common coin into a high-value collectible. Let's break down what makes a 1976 D quarter exceptionally rare and valuable. 1. Minting errors. Errors are the holy grail in the coin world. Look for double die obverse or reverse, doubling on the date or the drummer boy's features can fetch hundreds to thousands. Off-center strikes, coins not centered correctly can be worth big money. Clipped planchets or struck on wrong planchets, some quarters were accidentally struck on 5-cent or foreign coin blanks, those have sold for up to $20,000. 2. High-grade condition, MS67 and above. Coins graded MS67 to MS69 by PCGS or NGC are very rare. While an MS65 quarter might be worth $20, the price skyrockets at MS67 and higher. A 1976 D Bicentennial Quarter graded MS-68 sold for $3,246. MS-69 examples, nearly perfect condition, are almost impossible to find. If one surfaced at auction, it could fetch $15,000 to $30,000 or more. 3. Full drum lines. Look closely at the drum in the reverse design. If the lines are crisp and fully visible, collectors call it full drum lines or full strike, a quality sign that boosts value. 4. Special silver-clad versions. Most 1976 D quarters are copper-nickel clad. However, the silver-clad Bicentennial Quarters were sold as collector sets and struck in San Francisco, with an S mint mark, but errors or experiments could have allowed some silver planchets into Denver presses. If you found a 1976 D quarter made from 40% silver by mistake, you're talking tens of thousands of dollars at auction, possibly $100,000 or more. Part 3, Real-Life Auction Sales 5 to 7:30. Here's where the hype meets reality. Let's look at actual sales of rare 1976 D quarters. MS-68 Denver Bicentennial Quarter, sold for $3,246, Heritage Auctions, 2019. Major error, double denomination. A 1976 D quarter struck on a dime planchet sold for $35,000. Experimental pieces, some prototypes or test strikes have fetched over $100,000, especially if they were silver-struck Denver errors. Full red and blue toners, rare, natural toning sold for over $10,000 due to eye appeal alone. When rare condition and a minting error combine, you've got the recipe for a six-figure sale. And since most people don't even check their change, many of these are still out there, waiting to be found. Part 4, How to Spot a Rare 1 7:30 to 9 o'clock. Want to check your quarters for treasure? Here's what to do. Check the mint mark, look for the D below the date. Inspect with magnification, look for doubling, clean drum lines, or off-center designs. Weigh it, standard quarters weigh 5.67 grams. Silver errors weigh around 5.75 grams, use a precise digital scale. Get it graded. If you think you've got something rare, send it to PCGS or NGC for professional grading. Look for luster, coins that haven't circulated will have a brilliant shine. These are more likely to be high MS grades. OUTRO, the treasure in your pocket 9 to 10 o'clock. Who knew that one small coin, minted to honor our nation's 200th birthday, could hold the power to change your life? The 1976 D Bicentennial Quarter might look ordinary, but the rarest ones have already fetched thousands, tens of thousands, and even over $100,000. It's proof that treasure isn't always buried deep underground. Sometimes, it's sitting quietly in your change jar, purse, or the corner of your coin collection. So go check your quarters. Right now. You might be holding on to a coin that could pay for a vacation, a car, or even a new home. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with your fellow treasure hunters. You never know who might be sitting on a fortune, and together, we might just help someone strike gold.